AP Pro Football Podcast. I'm AP's lead NFL writer, Rob Maaddi. The preseason has wrapped up. Rosters are being set. Week 1 is right around the corner. We've got 2 special guests with New York connections this week. 2-time Super Bowl MVP Eli Manning and all-pro cornerback Ahmad Sauce Gardner. We're going to kick it off with Eli, who twice led the New York Giants to Super Bowl victories over Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Hey, Eli, how are you, man? Great to have you on again.
Yeah, likewise. Thanks for having me.
I know training camp looks a lot different for you nowadays, but how do you got a big role in the NFL season, Monday nights, Manning cast. How do you get ready for football nowadays?
Yeah, it's just for me, it's just kind of keeping up with the new players. Hey, where's everybody playing? Who's going to be the starting running back? Who are some of the new coaches? There's so much turnover every year in the NFL now with free agency and coaches moving around. So just getting up to speed on where everybody's going.
You didn't start right away, Eli, as a rookie. You waited a little bit, learned from the sideline. More teams now, we're seeing the rookie quarterbacks, they're going to get their opportunity right away, week 1. How do you feel about that? And what did it do for you to sit back a little bit and not get in there right away?
Yeah, I think it's different for every every player, every quarterback, and I think it's a little bit. I think it's maybe a little bit easier for quarterbacks to do that now. I think the NFL game is in the offenses and the schemes are pretty similar to what guys are running in college. I think 20 years ago it was like you gotta NFL and college were two different ball games on the defenses, on the schemes, or the offensive plays, and the calls you had to make. So it's just a little bit of a learning curve. But now the NFL guys are running, very similar plays and the read option and the RPOs. Those things are happening in college, similar schemes. So I think the game has really matured at the high school, at the college level, where they're a little bit more prepared to play in the NFL. So if these guys, know the schemes, they know I think knowing your protections is like the quarterback can learn their protections, know their hots, know their rules. So he's not going to take these big kind of hits where he thinks he's protected. All of a sudden, a guy's coming free and hitting him in the back. If you avoid some of those big hits and they think they know those types of things, and maybe have a veteran group around them that they can get in there and play early.
Let's talk, Eli, about your old team, the New York Giants. They gave Daniel Jones a big-time contract. I think a lot of analysts, when we look at him, we put him in that middle tier average. So what does he have to do to go into that next level, take his game into that upper echelon?
Well, I think Daniel. I think he played really well last year. I think he'll be even more comfortable now the second year in an offense. He hadn't been in a similar offense very much. Always changing, different personnel, different guys. You look at some of the receivers he had last year and playmakers around him. Not a ton. They added guys this year at receiver, at tight end, signing Saquon back. Some offensive line adjustments. So I think you got to have some weapons, and I think he still does a great job extending plays, running with the football. Having a lot of rushing touchdowns. All those things add up, and he'll continue to do those things. But you get more playmakers around him. It should add to more touchdowns in the passing game and more high scoring games. So I think he's made improvements every year. If there was any weaknesses, he works hard at them to make those and try to turn them into a strength. And so I think he has the same mindset and is primed for a big year.
You were in Philly. I know you probably got a warm welcome for that playoff game. Now we saw there was a big disparity between the Eagles and the Giants last year, even though the Giants made the playoffs. What do they have to do to narrow that gap, to be a team that can contend for the division and go deep into January?
Yeah, and I think that's kind of a good thing. I think it's kept the Giants hungry this year and not being, satisfied with, hey, we made the playoffs or we won a playoff game. Like, we're automatically going to make that jump, and this year is going to be better. Nothing's automatic year to year in the NFL. You got to go out there and prove it. And I think the fact that they played the Eagles in the playoffs, got beat pretty soundly. That says, hey, we're not good enough. We have to get better. We have to make improvements. We have to raise our level. And I think they've done that through their work. They've done that through free agency and adding new players to help them in that. So, when you see someone in the division make it to the Super Bowl I think it motivates you to say, hey, we gotta do more. We gotta work harder. We gotta, raise our level of play if we expect it to get to that next level.
Apparently, your brother Peyton is going to be a college professor now. I
Scary,
think the
scary.
big
He
the
does wear a
big
lot of tweed jackets, so I guess I get it. Makes sense.
the big question on everybody's mind, though, Eli, is everyone's favorite college student, Chad Powers, potentially gonna make an appearance in that classroom?
Yeah, I think Chad's always looking for an easy A, for on the college resume and for help with the GPA, so he's eligible for the season and can play in the bowl games. So I think it'd be a good class for Chad to maybe sneak in there. Hopefully he can do it, online, and it would be. I think there's definitely some interest there.
Eli, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but if you Google your name, which is never a good idea, you never want to Google, you never
Never
want to
done
Google.
it.
But as of this recording, the first thing that I see is Eli Manning reveals shredded dad bod. Like, I'm a fitness guy. I can appreciate hard work in the gym. What are you doing to get that shredded dad bod?
Yeah, I just got to keep. It's funny when I retired from football, I had kind of the same strength coach who I used to work out with previous 3 or 4 years, and he was one of the first people I called just because I said, hey, just want you to know I'm going to retire. I'm not going to announce it for a few weeks, but hey, I'm still going to come in Monday. Want to get a workout in. Just want you to. I assume we'll adjust the workouts a little bit. So I show up that Monday. And I was assuming I was to like get on the bike or do some burpees or something. He's like, no, no, no. We got heavy deadlift. We're power cleaning. We're going bar bench. I hadn't done a bar bench in 15 years. I'm like, wait, this is not how I saw it. He's like, now I don't have to worry about hurting you anymore. I don't care if you have tight shoulders or tight hips. Like we can just start really throwing around some weight. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. I guess I'm all in. So I guess I've been lifting weights for so long, still stay at it a little bit. I used to have to like kind of keep some weight on just to take the hits from defensive linemen. I don't have to worry about, being a certain, 225, don't worry about, can kind of drop some of the weight. So still staying active, run around some kids, like to get my workout in and stay fit.
Well, from your six pack to let's talk about a different kind of six pack, right? You've teamed up with Corona Beer to coach football fans on how to savor every minute of the game. I couldn't be in New York today to see those drills. Tell me about the campaign and what you're doing.
Yeah, so excited to be the new coach for the Corona, a fine life team, and so it's about living the fine life in Corona. We have some new plays in the playbook. My favorite play is the fumble brewski. It's when there's one Corona left. You kind of distract your friends, make them look over there, and then you grab the last Corona. So that's one of the favorites. The glue to the game is a good one where, hey, there's a big play happening on TV. Your eyes are focused right on the game, that you can kind of do the reach, the no look reach, fumble, find your Corona, bring it back, and you can still watch the 2 minute drive as it's going live without missing anything. So those are a couple of the playbooks. We'll be releasing a few more throughout the course of the season, and but it was a fun day being here, coaching up and giving a little sneak peek into the Fine Life playbook.
Well, I can't wait to check out all those X's and O's, Eli. I really appreciate your time, man, and wish you a ton of success.
All right. Thank you so much.
Sauce Gardner is coming off an impressive rookie season with the New York Jets. He was a first-team AP All-Pro, and he was the AP's Defensive Rookie of the Year. Sauce, great to have you on the AP Pro Football Podcast, man. Last time we did this, I was telling you that you were named first-team All-Pro. So you were first-team All-Pro. You were AP Defensive Rookie of the Year. How do you follow that up in year two?
Just got to work harder. Everything that I did already, I just got to put more work into it. You know what I mean? Because it's going to be somebody working as hard as I worked last year. So, I just got to take it to the next level.
How much does it help you to go in practice against a guy like Garrett Wilson? Obviously, he was the Offensive Rookie of the Year. How much does it help both of you guys to be better, to go head-to-head?
Man, it helps a lot. It makes it a lot easier on Sundays. This past week, against the Giants, definitely made it easier. I'm sure it made it easier for him as well. He got in the end zone. Him and Aaron had a great connection. So, yeah, we just got to keep working, keep getting each other better.
Sauce, how has Aaron Rodgers changed that vibe in New York these past few months?
And he just bring that swag. I mean, it's Aaron. When he walk into the room, he gonna shake the room every time. He one of those guys. He's a natural leader. Great guy to be around. So yeah, he changed the organization in a lot of ways for sure.
We know what he can do on the field. Has there been anything about his personality, about him as a teammate, that's kind of stood out to you since you've met him?
Man, he a funny guy. I didn't know he was gonna have as many jokes as he had. He's a great guy to be around, and he got a lot of jokes, man. I ain't gonna say what jokes, but he got a lot of jokes in his repertoire for sure.
Is he wearing that number 8 diamond around that you bought him, that you got for him? Is he wearing that around still?
Yeah, I seen him wear it a couple times. That's good enough for me.
And you talk about getting better each and every day and each and every year, right? And you look at this team and the high expectations that they have. How much does it mean to you to know that opposing teams come in and they don't even want to look your way a lot of times?
And it means a lot. Great level of respect that they have for me. You know what I mean? But it's the thing, I can't get complacent. Every snap, every down, I got to just have a mentality that the ball coming my way. That's how it's always going to be. Because sometimes I done got lax, like in practice, like, yeah, the ball ain't coming my way, or this. My coach always tell me, like, always think the ball coming my way.
Knowing that your interception numbers aren't going to be up there with some of the guys who lead the league and things along those lines. Does that even bother you? Do you prefer, hey, let them go? I'm not going to get those numbers. That's fine. I'm still getting the accolades. I still know I'm getting the respect.
Nah, I need everything. You know what I mean? I need to put that work in. I need to, get all them interceptions. I need to just keep working, but, I'm not just going to settle. I mean, you got to keep grinding.
There's a lot of expectations, of course, as we talked about with Aaron being there in New York with the Jets. And when this team approaches the season and we see the cameras around, we see Hard Knocks, how do you guys handle that? How do you block out the noise and all that extra attention that you're getting and focus on the opponent?
And our main goal, is to just build a strong brotherhood, create the trust in one another. So all the cameras and stuff, we not really fazed by that, because we know we got the same main goal, and we just got to keep the main thing. So the cameras and all of that, it didn't really play a big deal.
How much better could this defense be? You guys had a ton of success last year, especially against the pass, fewest touchdowns allowed in the air. But how much better can you guys even get this season?
I mean, we added a lot of offensive weapons, including Aaron. So, that's just gonna make us better. I'm looking for our goal is to be the number 1 defense in the league. We got the guys on offense to just make us better. We just gonna keep grinding.
How much fun is it going to be week 1, Monday Night Football? Everyone's watching, and it's you guys and the Buffalo Bills. Like, if you want to be that top team, you got to go after that top team and beat them. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, and everybody got, obviously, all about that offense.
It's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going to speak too much. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, man. Sauce is back, right? A second season on the menu at Buffalo Wild Wings. What kind of flavor can we expect this time around? Has it changed? Is it going to be similar? How much input did you have into it?
I had a lot of input. It's not going to change. It's going to stay the same sauce. Smoky sweet barbecue. I'm looking forward to it. Buffalo Wild Wings, they got football on lock. You know what I mean? With all the different sauces, all the TVs, all the sports, so I wouldn't want to be nowhere else. And I'm looking forward to it.
How much fun did you have, Sauce, going undercover as a B-Dubs waiter? What was that like?
And it was a lot of fun, man. It was a lot of fun. I appreciate them for giving me the opportunity to do something cool and creative like that. You know what I mean? My name is Sauce. I love sauce. So, one of my favorite moments from going undercover and working as a B-Dubs waiter is, It was a scene where, I poured all of my sauce, poured it all over someone else's wings. I don't even think he got the sauce wings. I think it was a whole different flavor. I just took the whole bottle and just dumped it all on his plate. It was hilarious. There's a lot of great vibes, man. It was a pretty cool thing to do.
Well, everybody can check out those videos. They're going to go live on your social media, on Buffalo Wild Wings social media. So that's going to be pretty cool for everybody to check out Sauce at Buffalo Wild Wings. That's it for this week. Thank you to Eli Manning and Sauce Gardner. And thank you for watching the AP Pro Football Podcast on YouTube. You can listen to the full-length interviews on the audio version that's available wherever podcasts are found. Also, this week, the APs issued our top 5 rankings, head coaches in the different positions, myself and 8 other pro football writers. We did the rankings. You can check those out at apnews.com. See if you can agree with our top 5 coaches, quarterbacks, running backs, and all of that.